Hello everyone, my name is Katya and today I'm going to show you how to crochet this cat stitch scarf. It is a fun and easy project. I'm actually making this as a gift for Erit Studio, who sent me these amazing stickers. I will leave her info down below, so check it out and support her. Thank you. For this project I'm using number 4 medium weight yarn. I have it in 3 colors with a 5.5mm crochet hook. We're going to start with the slip knot and a chain of 40. If you want a different size, this pattern is worked using multiples of 5. Continue chaining until you have a total of 40 chains. Once you're done chaining 40, for row 1, we're going to start by working 1 double crochet using the 4th chain from the hook. So don't count this loop on your hook, but start with the chain. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Into this 4th chain, work 1 double crochet. You're going to skip 4 chains. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. And into the 5th chain, work 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. Chain 1 and work 2 double crochets back into that same chain. Let's repeat. We're going to count 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the 5th chain, work 2 double crochets, chain 1, and 2 double crochets, all worked into that same chain space. And that's all it is for row 1. We're going to skip 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the 5th chain we're going to work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, chain 1 and 2 double crochets back into that same chain 1 space. Continue working on this pattern for row 1, and I'll meet you at the end of this row to show you how to finish it. I'm coming to the end of row 1 and I worked a total of 6 shell stitches. And to end this row, we're going to count 4 chains again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And into the last 2 chains, work 1 double crochet. Here's 1. And into the last chain, work 1 double crochet. And this ends row 1. For row 2, we're going to start by chaining 3. This chain 3 stands as the first double crochet. Turn your work, and we need to work 1 more double crochet using the following stitch. So don't work your double crochet using this stitch, but jump to the next stitch and work your double crochet using that stitch right there. So let's do that, and we're not changing color yet. Now go ahead and find your chain 1 space, which is right here for me. So skip all these double crochets, and into the chain 1 space you're going to repeat by working 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, chain 1, and work 2 double crochets back into that same chain 1 space. And let's repeat. We're going to find the next chain 1 space, and into that chain 1 space work 2 double crochets, chain 1, and 2 double crochets. Let's repeat. Go ahead and find your chain 1 space and work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets using that chain 1 space. And that's all it is here for this row. Continue working on this pattern and I'll meet you at the end of this row so we can finish it together. I'm coming to the end of row 2. And to end this row, we're going to work 1 double crochet using the last 2 stitches. So right here I have my double crochet stitch. I'm going to work a double crochet using that stitch. And right over here we need to work a double crochet using the 3rd chain. So let's count 1, 2, 3, and let's work a double crochet. But we're not going to finish it because we need to change our yarn. So I'm just going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops and leave the last 2 loops on your hook. Drop your yarn and pick up your new color and wrap it around the hook and pull through. I'm going to hold on to this yarn tail and also tighten this yarn, the previous yarn that we were working on, and hold on to it as well. So I'm holding on to both of the yarn, and using the working yarn of the new color, we're going to chain 3. This chain 3 stands as the first double crochet. Turn your work, and we need to work one more double crochet using the following stitch. I'm holding on to my yarn tails as I work on my double crochet, so I don't need to weave them in at the end. So right over here, I'm going to work one double crochet using the following stitch. Next, we need to work an extended double crochet cluster stitch. We're going to work this stitch using the row below this one. So this is the row that we worked on last, row 2. We're going to use the space where row 1 is. So right over here, we're going to start on our double crochet and go underneath the first row. So not in here, but over here. And right into that space, you're going to bring up a big loop, a long loop like this. And now yarn over and pull through only 2 loops. Leave the other 2 on your hook, and you're going to repeat one more time. Yarn over and go into that space and bring up a long loop, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. We just worked an extended double crochet cluster stitch, and now we're just going to repeat. So we're going to go into the chain 1 space. I am holding on to my yarn tails, and we're going to work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets using that space, the chain 1 space. Chain 1 and work 2 double crochets into that chain. And now you can go ahead and drop your yarn tail. I'm going to cut this later. And we're going to repeat. We're going to work, actually I'm going to cut it now so it's out of the way. So right over here, we're going to work our extended double crochet cluster. And remember, to do that, we're not using this space, but we're dropping one more row and we're going to work a long double crochet. That's all it is. So bring up a long loop, yarn over and pull through 2. Again, repeat, bring up a long loop, yarn over and pull through 2. Right here we have 3 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Let's go ahead and work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets using that chain 1 space. And let's repeat. Right over here, we're going to work an extended double crochet cluster, and let's start on our double crochet. And if you're having a hard time with holding on to your loops, or if you're dropping them, just hold on to your, so when you yarn over, hold on to it with your index finger and then go underneath that space and bring it up. And now yarn over and pull through 2. Again, hold on to your stitches or your loops right here, and once again bring up a long loop, yarn over, pull through 2. You have 3 loops on your hook, and yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And let's repeat. Into the chain 1 space, you're going to work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. One more time. We're going to go into this space right here, so not here, but into this one. We're going to work a long double crochet. So bring up a long loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and again make a long loop, yarn over, pull through 2. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And you're going to continue working on this pattern, and I'll meet you at the end of this row. We'll finish it together. I'm coming to the end of row 3. And I worked a total of 6 extended double crochet cluster stitches, and we need to work one more using the space right here. Right before we finish this row by working 2 double crochets, we need to use the space right here and work our extended double crochet cluster stitch into that space. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to bring up a long loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and one more time bring up a long loop, yarn over, pull through 2. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And now we can finish this row by working 1 double crochet using the last 2 stitches. Again, find your third chain, 1, 2, 3, and into that chain work your last double crochet. We're not changing color. We need to work a total of 3 rows for each color, and then we change it. So right here we just worked 1 row using this color, and we need to work 2 more rows, and then we can switch it. So for row 4, we're going to start by chaining 3. This chain 3 stands as the first double crochet. Turn your work and work 1 double crochet using this stitch right here. And now we're going to skip this extended double crochet cluster stitch and then these double crochets. Find your chain 1 space and you're going to work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Again, skip all this. Find your chain 1 space and work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. And that's all it is here for this row, is just working 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets using your chain 1 space. So again, you're going to skip all this, and into the chain 1 space you're going to work your 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets all across. And to end this row, we're going to work 1 double crochet using the last 2 stitches. And I'll meet you then. This ends row 4. Row 5, we're going to start by chaining 3. Turn your work. This chain 3 stands as the first double crochet. We need to work 1 more double crochet using the next stitch, which is right here. Work 1 double crochet using that stitch. And we're going to repeat row 4. We're going to find our chain 1 space and work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Again, you're going to find your next chain 1 space and work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, and you're going to repeat across, and then you're going to end same way by working 1 double crochet using this stitch and 1 double crochet using the third chain. Continue working on row 5, and I'll meet you at the end to show you how to change the color here, so don't finish this last double crochet. I'll meet you then. At the end of row 5, this is how it looks like, and if you notice, we have a total of 3 rows that we worked using this color, so we need to change it, and we always change color on the extended double crochet cluster row. And right over here, to change the color, we're going to start working our last double crochet using that chain 3. So yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Don't finish it, leave the last 2 loops on your hook, bring your new color through using those 2 loops. Hold on to the yarn tail and to the color that you were using before, and using the working yarn of the new color, we're going to chain 3. This chain 3 stands as the first double crochet. Turn your work and work 1 double crochet using the next stitch. Now for row 6 and the rest of the rows, we're going to repeat the 3 rows. So for rows 6, 7, and 8, we're repeating rows 3, 5, and 6. So right here, this is our row 3 with the extended double crochet cluster stitch, and then we have 2 rows of just working the 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. I'm going to show you how to work on the extended double crochet cluster row, and to do that we're going to start by using these spaces right here. So don't work using this space, but go 2 rows down and use this space right here. We're going to work our double crochet, but we're not going to finish it. Bring up a long loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Remember, I'm holding on to this yarn tails at the same time. And let's repeat one more time. Yarn over, go into that space, bring up a long loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. We have 3 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through 3 loops. And now using this chain 1 space right here, work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Again, let's work our extended double crochet cluster stitch using this space right here. And once again, I'm actually going to cut this so it's out of the way. And once again, we're going to find our space, so not here, but into this space, 2 rows down. You're going to work your long double crochet, bring up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Once again, repeat, bring up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 3 loops. And into the chain 1 space, work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Again, using the next space between the shells, we're going to find our second space, and into that space bring up a long loop by working your double crochet. Don't finish it, and once again repeat. And once you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. You're going to continue on this pattern, and you'll be able to see your cats now. Right over here it's the heads, and then here are the paws. I hope you can see that. So continue working, and I'll meet you at the end of this row. I'm coming to the end of this row, and right over here I need to work another extended double crochet cluster stitch right here before I finish it. Don't forget to do that. You need a total of 7. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to work 1 more using that space. Let's go ahead and do that. So going 2 rows down, we're going to bring up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Repeat 1 more time, and once we have 3 loops on our hook, we're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And to end this row, we're going to work 1 double crochet using the last 2 stitches. So right over here, we just repeated row 3, and now we're going to repeat row 4. So let's go ahead and do that. So for row 7, we're going to chain 3 and work 1 double crochet using the next stitch, and don't forget to turn your work. And into the chain 1 space, work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Again, you're going to skip all these stitches right here and just look for your chain 1 space, and into that chain 1 space, work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Continue working on this pattern, and I'll meet you at the end of this row. To end row 7, we're going to work 1 double crochet using the last 2 stitches. So right over here is one of them. I'm going to work 1 double crochet using that stitch. And now look for your 3rd chain. So here's 1, 2, 3, and into that chain, work your last double crochet. And now we're going to work on row 8, and row 8 is chain 3, turn your work, and work 1 double crochet using the next stitch, and into the chain 1 space, work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Same as previous row. And now you're going to find your next chain 1 space, and you're going to repeat this pattern. So into each chain 1 spaces, work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. At the end of row 8, this is how it looks like. For row 9 and the rest of the rows, you're going to repeat row 3, 4, and 5 and work on your scarf and make it as long as you want it to be. I will let you know how many rows I work on mine. So continue working on this pattern. I finished working a total of 101 rows, and my scarf is measuring 60 inches long by 9 inches wide. And you want to finish your scarf on the extended double crochet cluster stitch or row 3. And to end, all you're going to do is just chain 1 and cut your yarn and pull out your hook and tighten it. I'm going to show you how to weave in the yarn tails. I know the color is black and it's a little bit hard to see, but I'll try to explain it the best I can. You're going to use your yarn needle and go ahead and insert your yarn tail into the eye of the needle. And right over here, I'm going to go ahead and use these stitches and go ahead and bring your yarn tail towards the inside of the stitch and try to stick to the same color. I'm going to use these back loops and pick up as many stitches as I can and pull through and come back by dropping one loop. Once again, picking up the back loops only. And one more time, you're going to come back, drop one loop, and pull through. And you can cut your yarn tail and repeat same thing to the other yarn tail, and you are done. And here's our finished scarf. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.